Matthew Moore's MM Wood Studio. I'm standing here in front of my bench with just about every single tool that's going to go into the brand new hand tool cabinet. So I thought I'd walk you through all my tools. So over here I have a Lie-Nielsen panel saw. It has a tooth count, so it's kind of like a hybrid. It's not a rip, it's not a crosscut completely, so it's a great dual purpose panel saw. I have here a carcass saw. It's tapered, and this is great for making tenon cuts or anything else like that, other cross cuts, etc. My dovetail saw here needs to get cleaned up a little bit. My Dazuki saw here. I have my Walkmore router, which is really awesome. It needs to get cleaned up a little bit, but it looks and works amazingly. You can move the cutter head around the different parts of the base, and it does a fantastic job. And as we move over, I got my Chris Vespers square and two bevels here, smaller and larger. I have my Swan knife, and this is interchangeable. You can put different heads on this. This is the box it comes with. A Starrett square with all the accoutrements. Some rasps, my plain hammer, my Anchor guaranteed square. And now we get into my planes. So I've got two Lie-Nielsen low angle block planes here. This is the one I use all the time. In front of it is another one that's just like it, but very much older. And it's a W2 steel blade, and it is signed by Lie-Nielsen himself right here. So that's pretty cool. Bronze small scraper plane. This is a block plane, but it's a rabbet block plane. However, they don't make these anymore because it doesn't have a nicker. All the ones you buy now have nickers in the front. Number 2, which I love to death. My number 4, which I also love a whole lot too. And then my spoke shaves here, my large and medium shoulder planes, and this is a bronze small shoulder plane that they used to make, and it's a cocoa bowl infill. And then these are screwdrivers for the planes to adjust them, and this is a cocoa bowl Lie-Nielsen countersink. So just like their normal one, but with a cocoa bowl handle. And then we move over into some more planes, but from Lee Valley Veritas. So I have their block plane, their low angle smoother, their low angle jack, as well as their shooting board plane, which is phenomenal. The router plane, I have tons of blades for this. And my Starrett digital dial caliper, which is great. This is my Lie-Nielsen made by Blue Spruce Toolworks marking gauge. And then here at the very end is the last of the planes. These are all made by me. These were a class for the school, and this is the block plane. I've got two smoothers, a small, it's more like a polisher, and a smoother, a jack plane, and then my walnut with a African blackwood sole jointer. These are all screwdrivers that I made. It's a class in the school as well. I love them, Cocobolo. These are all Cocobolo too, by the way. And then my Stanley chisels back here. Now I also really want to get my number 2 and my number 5 Miller's Falls drills into the cabinet as well. That's a big goal of mine. And then I have a set of Japanese gouges that I want to get inside the tool cabinet as well. I use those a lot. You've seen them in all the Gamble House furniture builds. So everything here, by the way, I do use, believe it or not. So you've seen me use this low angle jack on lots of projects like the Nakashima dining table and the Nakashima inspired coffee table. The smoothing planes I use all the time. The shoulder planes, motors and tenons, all the time. Rasps, use those when I'm shaping. The saws, you haven't seen me use as much. They're a little bit newer, replacing lesser quality saws. The planes I made myself, I use those a lot too. The router plane, that was used a lot in this project here for the stop grooves and dados. Just real quick, want to give you a little bit of an overview or preview or showing you, whatever you want to call it, of almost all the tools that are going to go into the hand tool cabinet. So that's pretty much it for this video. What tools do you guys have that I may have that you don't have, or that I don't have that I should have? Let me know. I'm curious about that. Leave that in the comments below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the like button, share your timeline, and head over to the MM Wood Studio page and like us there as well. And as always, have a great week in your shop.